New video to our monitors shows Palestinians searching through the rubble of destroyed buildings right there in Gaza after more Israeli airstrikes. So Gaza's health-run ministry says that several more are dead as Israeli forces also raid a hospital in northern Gaza. Israel claims that Hamas fighters are on the inside and active, and that's the reason. So let's go live now to Jerusalem and the BBC's Shaimaa Khalil. Shaimaa, thank you so much for joining us today on CBS News 24/7. Gaza health officials have said for months that there are already fewer operating hospitals there. So what are you hearing about the impact of this strike?
Good to be with you. I'd like to paint a picture for you and for people who are watching about where we're speaking about. The Kamal Adwan Hospital is in an area called Beit Lahia in northern Gaza. And areas like Beit Lahia, Beit Hanun, Jabalia, those areas in northern Gaza, the UN says that they'd been almost totally besieged. They've been under a very tight Israeli blockade, under intense strikes and bombardment, and an intensifying Israeli military campaign since October. The IDF says that they're going after Hamas fighters who have been regrouping in the area. So before anything happens, this area is in a dire humanitarian situation. We've heard multiple pleas from the director of Kamal Adwan Hospital earlier in the week that they could not do their job, that they have been under a siege, under repeated strikes. What we understand is that from Dr. Hussam Abu Safiye, the director of the Kamal Adwan Hospital, that in an overnight Israeli strike, 50 people died, including 5 medical staff. We put that to the Israeli military, who say they're looking into it. They're not aware that medical staff had been killed. Hours after that, we heard from the head of the nursing department inside Kamal Adwan Hospital, who told us that they were given 15 minutes to move medical staff, to move patients, some of whom were on ventilators, into the courtyard. We also heard testimony from medical staff inside the hospital who said that they were told to remove their clothes in very cold winter conditions to be searched. There is a video circulating that we were able to verify of a group of men walking outside, walking in a near raised neighborhood, not wearing, only in their undergarments, and walking outside the hospital. The real concerning issue now is that this hospital is barely functioning. We do not know where the medical staff and some of these patients in need of medical care, we don't know where they are. The Ministry of Health said that it lost contact. But the fact that some of them need immediate medical care, and we understand some were moved to the Indonesian hospital, this hospital itself was evacuated and was under shelling. So you're talking about medical facilities that are already in dire straits as it is. Now we understand that they've been evacuated and that there is a military operation there that the Israeli military is saying is going after Hamas fighters. So the UN has time and time again warned that military facilities should be off limits, should be kept safe, and it is up to the Israeli military as the occupying force to keep these hospitals functioning and to keep them safe for the patients.
Shaimaa, is this being seen as an escalation or is it just a continuation?
Look, as far as the Israeli military campaign is concerned, this is a continuation of what they're saying is a campaign that has started in October. Again and again, they say that they're going after Hamas members. What the Israeli army said, they're describing the hospital as a Hamas stronghold. Of course, the hospital administration refute that. But this continuation of the current situation of these airstrikes means that the remaining people in northern Gaza, which is estimated to be between 10 and 15, are under constant strikes, but also the fact that they're getting near to no aid. Aid is already very difficult to come by into Gaza. But the situation is much, much worse into northern Gaza because there is a lot of looting. The war has created this power vacuum within the Gaza Strip, but also the fact that this constant bombardment means it's very unsafe to distribute aid to those who need it the most. And we hear all the time from medical staff that these hospitals, while they're functioning, they are barely functioning. It's very, very patchy electricity, for example, to keep ICU going. They don't have enough medication, they don't have clean water, and they are barely going. So add to that the danger of these strikes, and now medical staff being ordered to evacuate. And the concern now is that the health ministry has lost contact with them. So we don't know where they've been taken. We don't know what their status is.
The BBC's Shaimaa Khalil, thank you so much for giving us a picture of what life is like there in Gaza. We appreciate you.